You don't need 17 random stretches. You need one movement going in the right direction. Hi, I'm Chris, your herniated disc expert. I want to talk about why so many people will search the internet and do just random movements that they find. I mean, if you go down into the internet search, YouTube, you will find hundreds of different stretches. All have some potential value, but you need to understand the reason you're doing it and be able to mechanically assess better and worse based on those movements. If you're doing multiple movements, 15, 16, 17 different stretches, and you're not getting better, it's likely because there are one or two that might be beneficial, and then maybe multiple ones that are actually wrong for you. And you're taking a couple steps forward, a couple steps backward, and you're just right back where you right back in the beginning where you started. Instead, test one movement at a time and truly understand what that direction or movement does to your symptoms. Think about pain location. Where is the pain? Does it make it go further down the leg? Wrong. Does it bring the pain up the leg? Even if it's more sore, but it's now sore here and it's not in my heel or my calf, that's correct. That's a green light. So location is important. Pain intensity is important. How much? Does it go from a 5 to a 7? Does it go from a 7 to a 5? That's important. And then mechanics. How do you move after you're done? But you have to do enough reps, 30, 40, 50, 60 reps into one direction to truly know if that thing is right or wrong for you. So in the lumbar spine, we want to start with some kind of flexion. We want to start with bending forward and bending and bending. You can do flexion in standing. How does that affect the leg? That's a loaded flexion, right? So body weight and gravity plus nerve tension. That tells you something about that nerve and about that area in the back. The other way to test it would be flexion in lying. So now we're getting two different things. We're taking body weight and gravity away. So now we're unloaded, and we're taking nerve tension away because our knee is bent. So if I'm flexing and lying, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 repetitions, right? 10 at a time. Just take a break, reassess, take a break, reassess, okay? Once we get through that. Now, when I come back up, how are things different? Can I bend easier? Is the pain more in the leg, less in the leg? Pay attention to how those movements change things. Once you understand what those two motions do to your symptoms, how do they positively or negatively affect your symptoms and your mechanics, then test extension. So now I'm going to support the lower back with my hands, let my hips roll through. How does that feel? What happens when I extend in standing? Is that only back pain, or does it shoot pain down the leg? Often what people find is when they bend forward, they feel a tensiony or like a pulling sensation and pain down the leg, but not so much in the back. And then when they bend backwards, they get increased back pain, but it doesn't affect their leg as much. Interesting. That's pieces of information you need to understand, that potentially forward, nerve tension, not good. Backwards, even though it increases my back pain when I stop, it's no worse. That could be good. You got to keep going, though. You need more than just one rep to determine if it's right or wrong. Start in standing, then go to lying. So then we go into extension and lying, start flat, okay? So now again, just like this, like we did with the flexion, we're taking body weight and gravity away. So now you're unloaded, right? And there's no nerve tension because we're just laying down relaxed. So now when I keep my hips relaxed and I press up, press up, press up, press up, what do I feel with that? Is that different than standing? Is it easier? Is it harder? Does it bring pain into my leg? Does it relieve pain from my leg? It hurts my back, but my calf's actually a little bit less. Okay, keep going, keep going. You got to get a good 40, 50, 60 reps so that when you're done with those, when you go back to your baselines and you go back to standing, moving side to side, bending forward, bending backwards, what was the net result? What changed? So be sure you understand that you don't need 17 different exercises to solve this problem. It's likely you just need one specific movement to fix it.